We are live.
We are live from Hickory, Pennsylvania.
Show before the show.
The show before the show, ladies and gentlemen. What up? What up? Danny Palm on them keys. Let's go. Let's freaking go. It says this is the show before the show where we work out some kinks. So bear with us here for a second because it says our stream is inactive on 247 Live. So that's not ideal. Let's see here. Okay, it's good on Facebook. What's going on with you 247? Oh, there it is. We live. We actually live. No more banter from me. It is Meat Bucks Day, ladies and gentlemen, which makes me a happy boy, I gotta say. I'm a big Strip District Meats guy to begin with, and then obviously to have their sponsorship and their support is huge. We got Brad, the GM at Strip District Meats, will be coming in here shortly. He's Hickory, the studio's in Hickory, PA, which is like nobody knows where it is. I'm not sure it actually exists. I'm here right now, but I almost don't believe that I'm here right now. I think it's like close-ish to Bridgeville, surprisingly, because when you're here, you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, like where I grew up.
But it's still like far enough away where it's like I'm in the woods. Like
yeah, and like you have no cell service. Like if somebody calls you, at least for me, like the route that I take here, if somebody calls me on the way here, I just tell them in advance. I'm like, I'm going to lose you 40 times on this drive, just so you know. Not trying to be annoying. It just happened today. Chris Dempsey called me on the way here, and the call dropped out 400 times. And then you feel bad because you're like, dude, I'm sorry. I know, like, it's so annoying for the person on the other end, and it's just like, let me just call you when I get there to the studio and get some Wi-Fi. We've got the Jimothy, the Timothy, the Himothy. Oh, he's going under the cam. Look at this. Crawling Jim. That's Crawling Jim's Smokehouse, ladies and gentlemen. That sounds like a good... I would eat at Crawling Jim's Smokehouse.
Crawling Jim's Smokehouse.
So, Meat Bucks today, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that guy. Look at Jim Mooney. Making matches. Wait till you guys see what Jim Mooney has cooked up for February 24th. I'm going to plug that real quick because I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you, you're being told, this camera, you're being told, all right? February 24th, Brawl in the Burgh 20 at the Murraysville Sports Zone Arena. That card is on steroids, Jim. Yeah. It's
absolutely stacked.
It is on all the steroids. This card is like prime Alistair Overeem horse meat quality. I love it.
Is my mic good?
Yeah, you sound good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like we are literally 5 minutes away from adding another pro bout.
See, I didn't even know that. This is new to me. Dude, come on. Jim's out here doing work. We're legit. That card's got to be at like probably room for 2 more. Maybe.
So there's an amateur bout that agreements were supposed to go out today. I dropped the ball on that. I got to send out those agreements. A pro bout where probably after the podcast, I will send those out. So I think that'll put us at 12.
I think 12.
12
yeah,
or 13.
I think that's 12 or 13. Yeah. That's nuts. Well done. Is the pro bout
an exciting one?
An exciting one. Okay. Is there a Y chromosome involved or no?
No.
Okay. Just wondering. There's there's a few we're working on here.
Yeah.
So I just wasn't sure. So also shout out Voodoo Brewing right down the street. You guys don't sponsor us at all, but you should. We're right down the street now. You're like one of the only places to eat. And actually, we went there for lunch last week. Really cool little brew pub in Houston. I know they also have location in Homestead and other places as well. But right here in Houston, super nice brew pub. And also, we just got the pickle pizza.
Pickle pizza.
And the Peter Piper's pickled pepperoni pizza or something like that. I forget it was something like that. Really solid pizzas. I'm pretty pleased with what's happening. We were both like gearing up for this podcast. And I was like, is anybody else starving? And Jim's like, I'm glad you said something. So I went on a quick little pizza run. And then I saw this Styx beer. Oh Mama Renegade Styx beer. I mean, we're in Pittsburgh. I can't not buy that when I see it. So they got me with that.
That was in honor of the Steelers and Timbo Slice.
I was going to say, Timbo Slice walking out, fighting a hometown guy, Cowboy Eddie, that was a pro move on Timbo's part to be like, you can't hate me if I walk out to Renegade. What are you going to do? Hate me still? You can't do that. They did, but it didn't matter.
Yeah,
He embraced it.
A lot about him that's really like a Pittsburgh tie. He's almost like he's definitely an adopted Pittsburgh son.
Yeah, dude.
Three Rivers Grappling
Michigan.
Club.
That's crazy. That is crazy when you think about it. And he fights exclusively for 247. Like, yeah, it's awesome, dude. But yeah, so Brad, ladies and gentlemen, is just running a few minutes behind. So he's going to jump in on the fly. You know what, Danny Palm? I forgot to ask Ryan who he's voting for the meat buck. So let me go ahead and get Ryan's vote. Because Ryan is obviously not here. I'm sure you guys are actually happy about that. Like, probably pretty stoked when you saw Ryan wasn't here. But he's not here. But he does get a vote. So let me see. Just shot him a text. I think I know who he's voting for, but I'm not positive. So let's figure it out. Jared Billy asking if it's a debut pro that you just booked. I don't think it is.
Debut to us. He's 1-0 coming in. I can say that he is a Pittsburgh native. He's transplanted.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's a big fight. You guys will be pretty stoked about this.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in other unrelated MMA news, Danny Palm shared that Bo Nickel had a child. Well, his wife had a child. Their family is now with child. Ace Nickel. So, just throwing it out there for the universe. Ace Nickel, 247 grappling, fighting.
Did they talk to Ace about that?
I think we should offer him a deal like right now.
A futures deal.
Yeah, get him on a futures deal. But
no, did they talk to Ace?
oh, they should.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely should. They absolutely should. Bo on Instagram said they're accepting NIL offers already for it. I mean, he's joking, but also probably not 100%
Right,
joking.
yeah. Let's see what happens when I post this.
Pretty sponsorable kid. He's old.
I would think
Ace
so.
Nick. What up, dude? Yes. There he is. We are live. Don't say anything that's going to get you canceled. Have one of those, baby.
Brought
Look
one
at
of
that.
those just in case.
That's a pro move. Always come hydrated. The man is here.
Hello, everybody.
What up? He got his 4th stripe on his white belt, and now he's running on Brazilian time.
Oh,
Do you see how this works?
Well, I didn't realize you guys were so far out here in the cut now.
Dude, that's I was just talking about it.
And
I know.
as I drove out here, I was secretly hoping I'd be pulling up to Ryan's house.
Ah,
Yeah.
that would have been good. That would have been a good
I
twist.
was hoping he had some property, you know.
Some land, some nice land.
I shot a 164.5-inch buck about a mile down the road from here
So good track record for you here.
with a flintlock muzzleloader.
Dude.
Nice.
How far? It couldn't have been a long shot then,
It's
yeah.
about 15 yards.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
first
crazy.
light, he came right to me, and I hunted that deer for 3 years, and he came out in flintlock season.
So why were you hunting out here? Do you have family that has property here or something?
My best friend's uncle had 160 acres. Right,
Nice.
like you know where the village green is.
Not at all.
It's
I don't know this
It's like
area
a
at all.
mile past
Okay.
where you turn off to come here.
Oh, okay.
And man, we built 10 tree stands on the property, scouted
Just
it
made it a little
every year.
hunting
I'm
mecca.
talking like 10 years we hunted this farm.
Dude, that's sweet.
And funny story, the little kid who was there when I shot my buck shot an even bigger buck, I think.
Dude.
This year out of the same stand that we built.
Some magic there.
There's some
Some
great
magic
bucks
there.
out here.
You probably know a good butcher that can process that for you.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. But we don't process deer, just so you guys know. Please
Is
don't,
that illegal?
don't ask. It's, yeah.
Yeah, I figured it was, yeah.
Yeah. I can't cut up meat that somebody shoots, and how do I know
Right.
if they handled it right?
Right.
You know,
right.
and just
now you've tainted the store with this.
right. I can't.
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
it makes sense. Yeah, nobody should expect that of you. But
you
I
mind
get
if I
dude,
grab one of
they're
these?
for absolutely.
Oh,
It's
mama.
it's pretty good. I gotta say, it's a very just regular beer, which sometimes is just what you want.
That's
nothing
exactly
crazy
what
about
I
it.
need
Yeah.
after this holiday season.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you how like, how crazy does Strip District meats get for Christmas? Is it just prime rib roast out the wazoo?
And filet mignon.
Filet? Okay, that makes sense.
It's absolutely insane.
How many do you think you went through? Like, how many rib roasts did you sell this year?
40 cases worth
Wow.
of prime grade. rib
Prime
roast,
grade?
yeah. And another 15 cases of choice grade. Probably 50 cases of Pismo tenderloin.
Oh
100-pound
goodness.
cases, about 12 in each case.
That's a lot of meat, dude.
Yeah.
That's a whole lot of meat.
Yeah, I mean, we're blessed that, we get all the business, but it's a rough holiday season for the butchers, I'll tell you that.
Hey, they're earning that Christmas bonus
Oh, yeah.
this year.
They certainly did that.
Dude, that's sweet. Yeah, we didn't have prime rib this Christmas. I don't know why. Do you do prime? Actually saw yours. You did the dry aged.
I did. Since I am the butcher, I cut somebody's rib roast. They got a prime rib like a month early. And I was like, wow, that's a really nice prime rib. I took the other piece that they didn't.
Yeah.
I put it in one of my Umai dry bags, which
Dude,
if
that's
you guys don't know about them, that's a nice secret.
I don't.
So you can go online, umaidry.com. It's UMAI. And they'll sell you these special vacuum seal bags
Nice.
that let the moisture out of the bag,
Mhm.
but don't let any bacteria in. So you don't have to have a humidity controlled environment or
Dude, that's huge.
put it in your normal fridge
Mm-hmm.
and you can dry age right at home. And it's
I want that.
really good.
It
So
looked just bonkers.
I put 30 days on that prime rib and it was excellent.
How'd the kids like it?
They ate it all up. There was none left.
Good.
I wanted to make French dips for leftover with the
And there was
leftovers,
none?
but there was no leftover.
That'd be such a decadent French dip.
Yeah.
The dry aged.
Right.
Oh, I love it.
What did you eat for Christmas?
So we went back to my hometown. I was with the in-laws, and we actually smoked a pork butt
Nice.
and ribs. Because why not? Why
Why
won't we
not?
just smoke some meat for Christmas?
As long as
That's
you're
awesome.
eating meat, right?
Yeah, it was fantastic.
You can eat a lot of that meat.
Oh, so much, dude. I'm like 50% pork butt right now.
Meat coma.
Meat coat. Got the meat sweats. It was good though. I always like smoking meats, man. It's like
It's therapeutic.
pork butts. It's like hard to mess up too, to be honest. It's such a like friendly cut.
I guess. I mean, that was the first meat I ever smoked.
You have a horror story on a pork butt?
It was awful. I told everybody to come over for dinner
Oh,
at 5
no.
or whatever, and
It wasn't ready.
this butt was not pulling.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
what do you do at that point? You start panicking, you turn the heat up, and then
You ruin it.
next thing you know, you're slicing the pork.
Yeah. Yep.
But I learned.
Yep.
My wife has a way better recipe. It goes in the crock pot, and it's way better than I can make it, so that's how we do
That's
it.
the winner now.
That's how we do pork butt.
That's hilarious. Look at Jim just over here casually making matches on
I'm
the podcast.
trying to finalize that bout right now.
I don't blame him. This is he's working on a big fight for February right now, so he's trying to get that done. Wow, live time. Do you guys ship? We just
do.
had a commenter say, I bet I'm not lucky enough that you guys ship.
We
But
sure do.
they ship, Jared Billy.
Pretty
Now
much
you know.
all state. I think it's the 48 states we ship to.
Okay.
But yeah,
Sorry, Alaska.
we have to overnight it,
Yeah, makes sense. Kayvon Napier says, can't wait to fight for y'all again. Get him a fight, Jim.
So what's he going to be at?
Yeah, what weight, Q? We need to wait.
185, 205. There might be some options there.
Could be. That actually, 185, 205 is kind of growing right now. I've noticed there's 185 used to be like nobody. It was like Glenn Christner and then nobody to fight him. And now it's like there's a lot of options at 85.
If you look at that, so
Glenn Christner's 185.
He's 170
Yeah,
now,
moving
actually
one-
dropping
yeah.
down.
My
But
God.
yeah.
at heavyweight, since we're talking about the bigger guys, the bigger weights in PA on Tapology, 4 of the top 10. It's actually I think 4 of the top 7 are guys that have fought for us.
Whoa,
Like
nice.
Flannery is number 1.
Yeah.
Albright, I think, is 3 or 4.
Cody Gamble in there, maybe.
I'm not.
Is Padmore not a heavyweight?
No, he's
No.
205.
How
And
is he
he- and he-
205?
yeah.
He looks like a giant. And
Dude,
he's
and
in that ring.
they're saying he might go to 85.
I
Yeah.
heard that.
Yeah,
I'm sitting
which
there
is
going, that's what
crazy.
I used to weigh.
You want to fight
Me,
James
yeah, me
Padmore
too.
next?
I used to weigh 185.
I'm half a James Padmore. I don't understand how they do it.
Dude, cutting weight is really weird. I just saw on Twitter today, somebody posted that Islam Makhachev weighed like 201 or something. He posted, he's a UFC lightweight champ, and posted a picture on a scale the other day. He's like 201 walking around. And they said Izzy Adesanya walks at like 190, 191. So literally the middleweight champ was smaller than the lightweight champ.
I heard a story.
That's
I
crazy.
think it was about Sean Strickland.
Yeah.
Somehow he gained like 30 pounds in a day after
Dude,
weighing.
it
Yeah.
just it
How
can't
do you
be
do
healthy, right?
What, you eat 31 pound steaks? What do you do?
Just water. Just pure water. Oh, Adam Caldwell's number 5 ranked heavyweight in PA.
I think Hustleton's in there.
That's awesome.
I think further down the list is Sheldon.
Sheldon, Kraus, Pippins, Gamble. Yeah, I mean they're all
247
they're all
guys.
there, baby. Them big boys. I've always been surprised at how like thin heavyweight is though in this area. You'd think all these big dudes would want to come to fighting, but
Right.
find other things to do.
It's a scary weight class, man.
Oh, dude, one flick.
It
of
is a rough one
Yeah.
for us to bring in and get matched.
It is. We actually had a line on one. Here's your fun behind the scenes. We had a fight that unfortunately the other side from out of town. It was one of the guys we just mentioned as the top heavyweights in PA was going to come back and fight for us in February, but the other side went a different way with it. But we're still looking.
Still looking,
Still might
still
get
looking.
him. Still might get
Yeah.
him. But we thought we had like a perfect one, but undefeated versus undefeated, like Juggernaut versus Juggernaut. We were like, oh yeah.
I'm stoked for
That's the good
February.
stuff. Oh, dude.
I don't even know if I've ever been to Murraysville.
Yeah, there's no. I mean,
But
247's never been there.
Our neighbor, the Beer Hive, it's Strip
Yeah,
District Meats. They
okay.
opened another location. It's called the Coxcomb.
Okay.
It's right next to your facility out
No
there.
way, dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm gonna have to stop by and see him. Hopefully, all you guys do too. They're amazing people, and he's buying like 100 pounds of sliced ribeye every other week off me right now. Philly cheesesteaks.
That's the way to do it.
It's legit Philly cheesesteaks.
Super thin.
So
ribeye. Yeah,
that's what I'll be eating fight night.
Dude, absolutely. Okay.
Maybe I'll bring you one.
Okay, please do. Stock it up. Yeah, dude, that sounds perfect. So, Brad, Meat Bucks, rocking the hoodie, by the way. I need to get a Strip District Meats.
You don't have a
or
hoodie yet?
shirt. No, I'm slacking, dude.
I feel so bad. I didn't bring anything.
No jerky. We were like
I
not
know.
eating all day because we're like Brad's gonna bring
Well,
jerky.
I had to bring home a crown roast for my. You know what a crown roast is?
No, go on. Enlighten me though.
So it's 2 pork racks. You take the rib section, 12 bones, 2 of them Frenched, tied together so it looks like
Never
a
seen
crown.
That. That's cool.
It's beautiful. I could show you a picture.
Yeah.
I just did a bunch of them.
Nice.
It's a
Not,
big.
not to interrupt though, Brad, if you're able to move up at all, like closer to the table, I just want to make sure you're not
Sorry.
getting cut off. Yeah.
You
Okay.
gotta
Cut
see
off
that,
from the camera, or
Yep.
can you hear me though?
Yep. No,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay.
You're good
Just-
now. Yep.
Good.
gotta see that beautiful mug the whole
Oh
time.
yeah, this nice shaved face of
Dude.
mine.
Yeah.
I think I work 71 hours in 5 days last week on Christmas week, and about
That's so brutal,
65
dude.
hours this week. So yeah, not a lot of time for grooming or getting ready or on time to anything. But
That's crazy.
so yeah, I had my hands full carrying this 18-pound, 15, 16-pound crown roast out and ice for my
Dude.
ice bath, and so I didn't have time to grab anything. But
You're
I'll
forgiven.
get you a hoodie.
forgiven.
What size hoodie you wear?
XL.
XL.
Double X if you got it.
I'll get it.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go. And then my wife wears a small, and yeah. Sorry, let me just place my whole order here.
Well, you'll be coming in for Meat Bucks
Dude,
soon.
absolutely.
So we'll hook you up there.
That's kind of funny. Like when they come in to spend meat bucks, I always inevitably also end up just buying stuff.
Always.
I can't come in there and not buy. Like,
No.
how do you resist?
If you're
that?
coming down
how do you
there,
resist it?
yeah,
Yeah.
like you're silly not to, right?
I do still have the Wagyu tri-tip though. I haven't made it yet.
Ooh,
It's
you're gonna
still-
enjoy that.
I can't wait. How should I do it? Do you think? I was thinking like
Reverse
sear.
sear.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Make a little chimichurri sauce or something on the side.
That's living.
Mm.
I'm excited about that.
So
I haven't eaten today yet, so we got to
Really?
quit talking.
There's
about
some pizza in the other room.
I don't really
actually.
eat pizza.
Wow.
I got a steak waiting for me at home.
That's a
I'll
good
go
man.
grill.
That's a good man.
I think I know the answer to this, but I just like within the past 2 minutes, I had the coach for the red corner. I give his 100% yes to that pro bout, and then the blue corner coming in, like it's the numbers are finalized.
Nice.
I mean, they just agreed to it.
Boom.
So you just signed a fight right
Boom.
here, right now.
Yeah, without the agreements actually going out. Yeah, it just got finalized.
Awesome.
Got a fight in live time, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. That's a well-deserved air horn. Time to shoot a meat buck, Ryan said. Look at this guy with his puns.
Whoa.
Time to shoot a meat buck.
That's a good one.
That's pretty solid.
He's not known for like a quick
Wit, no.
Yeah.
No,
Wit.
not at all.
Yeah, smarts.
None of that.
Who's
Good
he hanging
looks.
out with right now? Maybe.
His fam. Yeah, that's true. That did. I bet Denise said that. Dude, how much do you love deer meat? Really?
Well,
I assume because you hunted, but
yeah, I used to,
okay.
but then I'm at Strip District Meats. I got the
Now
best
you've
meat
got
in the
all
world. So
everything.
I'm a big fan of fat. So not
Makes
having
sense.
any fat on your meat's rough.
Yeah.
But I like it.
I don't know if it's more like nostalgia or if I actually love it, but like deer tenderloin,
Yeah.
just little medallions
Yeah.
in some butter, tossed in flour, and then fried in butter and cast iron.
Absolutely.
It's one of the best things on earth.
It's pretty good.
It's way up there. So, fighters at Brawl in the Burgh 19, one of you is about to be able to purchase some venison
Ooh.
or a crown roast.
Yeah,
Why not? Brad will make anything you request.
I sure will.
It's going to be a nice little. You can get a lot with these meat bucks. We'll
Yeah.
put it that way. I think Clayton Lee came in and got an entire strip loin roast, right?
He's definitely still eating those steaks.
For sure. Unless his family ate them, he was like, "My dad's going to eat half of these."
Whoa.
I was like, "Oh well, he's got to fight you for him." Speaking of Hoot Lee,
He's got a cousin in the mix.
What?
Austin Lee, that was with him. He actually came with him to use the meat bucks.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Do you
He
know
was
him
training
from
with
India?
Austin?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
He
okay.
just started. He's only
Yeah.
been there maybe, well, probably at this point 3 months.
Yeah,
Oh, great.
something like that.
But
But
I think he has not been there the past couple weeks.
yeah, some
Well,
work.
he
for
was in college.
UPJ wrestler.
Yeah,
I think
he
he's
was
graduated
wrestling.
now, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as I know, I'm not positive, but fans of Hoot Lee, I'm just saying, without saying the matchup, February 24th, you should probably go ahead and get those tickets now.
Oh yeah. You better get those tickets.
Is
Is that a good bout?
Is it good?
probably my two favorite fighters. They are, I can't wait.
How good is that?
I can't
dude?
wait.
I
I
know.
can't believe you can't even spill the beans, but hey,
That's just suspense. I think
is.
people can put the pieces together, though.
Man, I was so close to.
Did you almost say it?
Yeah.
Nice. It's the podcast. It's meat bucks. If we would have said it, wouldn't have been the end of the world.
You got a lot of listeners now.
I think
so.
people paying attention can put the pieces together on that one anyway. Like
Probably.
it's kind of we had to do it. Like there's no other choice but that fight. But yeah, there's a little sauce with that one that people are going to be excited.
Well, I know
about,
his
for sure.
opponent likes to grill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I did not know that.
I've
but
been
that's
trying
fun.
to get him meat bucks for a long time.
Could it be? Could it be time? All right, so the way Meat Bucks works for people just tuning in who have never seen Meat Bucks, this is the fourth or fifth time we've done it, maybe? I don't know. There's been quite a few. But Brad graciously donates a Strip District Meats gift card to the most outstanding performance for each fighting event, Brawl in the Burgh event. So in the past, Clayton Hootley won it, Christner won it,
Cody
Lucas
Matthews.
Siebert.
Cody Matthews, Siebert won it.
Lido.
James Lido.
I
Yeah,
haven't
so there's
seen
5.
Siebert fight since he won it. What's going on?
You coming in February?
Are we gonna get him on a card or what?
You might want to tune in and either pay per view or be there live in person
I'll be there.
to get that answer.
I will be there.
Yeah, the February, like we said at the top, is just like
I love watching
It's so
Lucas
bonkers.
fight. He's so smooth.
He
in there,
is,
man.
dude. It's like he's just meant to be there for sure. He
He
looks
real
and
comfortable.
he looked
in
that
there.
way in his amateur debut too, which is what blew me away. I was like, dang, like first fight, usually guys look real stiff.
Mm-hmm.
Very rarely do they look that smooth.
Speaking
yeah.
of that, let's talk about James Stevenson.
Banger.
I was really impressed with him this time. Like his first fight was pretty clunky. I know he came into Indio.
Yeah.
He trained there for a little bit, and then he moved to the academy. Now he's out at the shop. But yeah, that was his best fight yet, for sure. Shout out to James Stevenson. He seemed like a guy that just wanted to fight.
You wouldn't be denied that.
I don't
one.
know how much training he had in his first fight.
Mm-hmm.
He wants
looks
to
good.
fight, man.
Yeah.
He definitely is on the up and up.
For sure.
I'm happy for him.
I
Real
loved
happy.
that fight for him because the huge question was his heart, his determination, because he kind of had weird stoppages in both of his first two
Right.
fights in between rounds. So it was like, is this dude really?
Well,
want
that
it?
guy he
And then-
fought was no joke too.
Dude, yeah, I was super impressed with Christopher Pierce. I got to talk to him after too and tell him that like that was a super close fight. But Stevenson, like you said, just dude, he wanted it. That start of the second round for him, he just went berserk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Dude, this is a different James Stevenson.
That was a shades like a smaller version of Pippins
yeah.
and Albright
Oh, dude.
when Justin came
Oh,
out
dude.
and was like
That's still,
fiercely mad.
that's still like a top 3 scariest thing I've ever witnessed. Angry Justin Pippins is just no. Nobody needs that. And then Albright weathering that storm and actually finishing the fight. Dude, that was a great fight.
It was, yeah.
Did that win fight? No, that didn't win fight of the year last year, but I think it was up for it, as it should have been. Speaking of 247 Awards nominations this coming Wednesday. What is that? January, I don't know. What day.
3rd?
3rd.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
How do you do that? Do you post up all the categories?
Yeah. So on our website, there's going to be a form that you can fill out for all your votes. So
Nice.
we'll post it there. Last year I checked, we got like 550 votes or something like that on the form, which was super solid. It was the first time doing it. We didn't know what to expect. A lot of people voted. So we obviously want to like triple that this year.
So
though.
550 votes. Your vote counts.
Yeah, dude.
You got to vote.
Yeah. And like the people's vote does directly count. Like I have a vote, Jim has a vote, Danny has a vote, Ryan's just a tiebreaker. And then the fan vote counts for 3.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so the fan vote really matters for this. So definitely get out and vote for your people. We will post. So
I
like
mean,
I
if you
said,
got a lot of fans, you're good. You're doing good.
that's going to help it. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, if you say it's biased,
yeah, but
Stout got so many guys.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Dude's good.
yeah,
You know?
that's it. But here's the rub: is that we pick the nominees on our own. Like that's not up for voting. So it's not totally a popularity
But you guys know what
contest.
you're talking about.
Yeah, like obviously we spent a lot of time like going through every fight that we got good lists.
Yeah.
Put it that way. These are good contenders.
So what you're saying is, on this card coming up, you think there's a potential fight of the year?
Oh, for
on
sure.
it.
For sure.
Oh,
of the-
the
fight of the
100%.
decade.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
it.
Early-
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the roof might explode
Oh,
off
dude.
the.
It really might.
Yeah,
It
I
really
think it
might.
might. I really do.
Like they need to secure that somehow. Tie your roof. Well, we'll get 247 roofing in there to really, nobody does it better. They'll secure that roof
That's right.
expertly. But yeah, dude, February is going to be nuts. But the nomination show is next Wednesday, January 3rd at 7 p.m. It's going to be live. So fighters out there watching, if you think you're nominated, if you think you did something really cool this year, tune in and see if we nominated you. And then right after the podcast, voting is going to be live. So,
That's a pretty cool thing to add to your resume.
dude, yeah.
Fight of the year.
There were some good. Well, Kama versus Josh Roller was the fight of the year last year, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. I think
That's like
Hoot-
when I just kind of started coming.
it was. It
I
was the
remember that.
Hoot versus Dan Walters card, actually, because
Ooh.
that fight got nominated too.
Oh, I love Dan Walters, man.
Bro. You
So-
should come in February.
I
Just
You-
a
do you
quick
know-
glance
you
there.
know that
I
one,
know.
don't you?
I know.
I assumed.
six fights that I see that are going to be vying for fight of the night, and like out of those 6, at least 2 are probably going to be.
It's
fight
so
of the year.
hard to
Yeah.
pick this
Oh,
stuff.
dude,
It is, but like looking at this and knowing what each side can do,
Yeah.
But it's
like
still
no back down.
those fights could be a dud, and the one you didn't think could be the fight of the year. you
Yeah.
know?
No, you're
these
exactly
guys are
right.
all coming out, throwing it out there, man.
You're
It's
exactly
awesome.
right. like James Leto versus Ken Burrs could have easily been just a wrestling Like
Yeah.
that could have been a boring fight on paper, but no, dude, that one.
Looking back though, like you think about
So
that
good.
fight, two stud wrestlers, like both have probably respected the other side, knowing their wrestling talent, skills.
For sure.
So they wanted to be like, who's the big man inside this cage, and they were brawling.
James Leto, he's advanced amateur now, right?
He is, yeah. I think he's 3-0. Unfortunately, suffered an injury though that's
I
keeping
was
him out of
wondering where
action
he's
a little
been.
bit. Yeah.
He's injured right now, isn't it? Wrestling season.
Yeah.
Does he still wrestle at Pitt?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a few Pitt wrestlers on there. Huh?
How about that? Jeff Magan, our 205 amateur champ.
Ripped. Isn't there another one
That
too?
dude's jacked. Who do we have another Pitt wrestler? No,
No.
not yet. Not yet. Nino Bonacorsi. We just speak that one out. Just target every Pitt wrestler. But yeah, dude, let's get to some voting on Meat Bucks, guys. What do you think? So last time we need to strategize this a little better, because last time we voted and Hoot got like the first 4 votes and it just made everything else irrelevant. It was like so anticlimactic. It was like, well, everybody picked Hoot. I guess Hoot wins. Like, so I don't know who you guys are picking right now. And I do know who won the fan vote though. And it was close.
Well, how about I'll text you my vote.
All right. That's perfect.
I'll text you my
That's
best.
perfect. Evan DeRusi made a super strong comeback on the fan voting. Like, I don't know if he was like telling his people to share it and comment on it or what, but there was like a huge uptick.
I wish
in
I
it.
could have followed, but
Padmore got him though.
I was 100 miles an hour all day.
I'm sure.
I just
sure.
shared your post.
Thanks.
I was like, oh.
Oh, they said
Yeah.
something about
Yeah.
this. Nah, dude,
Yeah.
that's fine. But James Padmore from the jump had his people all over the comments. So DeRusi made a strong push. Justin Patton had a strong little push. Those were the 3 by far that got the most, but Padmore edged it out. So
One of
vote to
my
James Padmore.
buddies, one of the old guys at the gym, was sitting at my table for the fights, and Padmore and Hustleton came out, and I was like, dude, I bet you Padmore wins. He goes, nah, I bet you Hustleton wins. I did jujitsu against him back in the day. This dude bull rushed me. He's an animal. And that's what Hustleton did. He bull
came out,
rushed him
he
like an
literally
animal.
did,
But,
I told you.
Dude, James Padmore's special, dude.
He's pretty scary, dude. That the final ground and pound shot that ended the fight was so clean. Like, just seeing that in person, it was just like, oh, it got
It was
through
like
so clean.
Robbie Lawler and Ben,
Yeah, Ben Askren.
when he was
dude.
the ground and pound, and it was like a view from Askren's back,
Yeah.
and you just saw his head,
Head
snap back.
Yeah,
I just thought he did a great job weathering the storm in the beginning
same.
and just being, he looked like kind of like a pro fighter, man.
He really did, and
He
he's
did.
on that brink for sure. I mean, 4-0 with 4 knockouts.
That's
Only thing
crazy.
left for him really is a title fight. If he wants to go to 85, whatever. So,
85.
dude, that's what he said. That's what he said.
That's
Interestingly
crazy,
enough,
man.
Jeff-
How much power is that guy going to lose at 85?
I don't know. Hopefully none.
He's probably going to be at 205 on fight night.
Yeah,
Oh,
true.
really?
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, he's big, man.
He is a big dude. Just thick.
Yeah.
He's a thick boy.
And we talked about this when we did the wrap up podcast the next morning. If you would take that fight and put it in our smaller cage where there's no room to go, like, would that fight even get
No.
to the
0%
second
chance.
round?
That cage looks huge.
It does look
It's
so much
awesome.
bigger, doesn't it?
It really is awesome. I like it a lot.
Fighters seem to all like it. If any fighters are watching, go ahead and comment. Actually, I would like to hear your feedback on the new cage, because obviously we made a big deal about having it. So I want to know if you guys actually.
Oh, I do have a beef with you guys, too.
Oh, a beef.
I want to, maybe you can fix this problem.
Okay, let's go.
I don't know how to
What do we
say
got?
this right, but you do sit me right there in the front row. It's wonderful. And, you know, sometimes when they're on the ground, they're behind a pole.
Yeah, right.
It is what it is. But the guy that collects the judges' scorecards
Oh,
stands up right in front of me 30 seconds before the round ends every time
this guy.
and stands there, right there, waiting to take the ticket.
That's wild.
blocked my view for
Why
the
so
last.
early? Why is he
like,
doing this?
What? Why is he doing that? The best part of the round's the last 30 seconds of the round.
Absolutely.
Guys are just throwing it out. He's
Who
standing,
is that?
and
I'm not
I'm
sure.
sitting there going,
Somebody with the commission.
"Wow, glad I'm sitting in the front row, not seeing the fight." You know, but hopefully you hear my message.
All right,
I'm
yeah.
not trying to be too
Let's
rude.
see what we can do.
Yeah,
But
we can
we'll talk-
probably address
We'll
that.
talk to
yeah.
some people.
Yeah,
Especially, you
That's
can't,
crazy,
can't
right?
block our sponsors, bro. Can't block the sponsors. He's got beef. Tyler Chico Ament said, I sent it to 40 people, the post for Patton. So that explains Patton. I'm assuming that's for Patton. Patton's teammate, Matt Factory guy.
I watched Justin Patton's fight 3 times after watching it live.
It was so good.
I can't. I just
So good.
because he got all that love, and I'm sitting there going, and he's a customer of mine.
Yeah.
And he came in the store, and
Yeah.
I was almost starstruck. Okay, I was
Whoa.
starstruck.
Whoa.
I recognized him. He come in all inconspicuous with his hood up, and I'm like, "Is that Justin, the General Patton?" His face lit up, and man, I was like so starstruck. I didn't even give him a discount. I didn't even, I didn't get a picture with him. I'm talking to my
Rude,
brother
bro.
on the phone. He's like, "You didn't get a picture? Like you didn't post
Why
that?"
wouldn't
I'm
you do
like,
that?
"Dude, it happened so fast. Like
Wow.
there's a pro fighter in my store."
The sit.
But
Yeah. I mean, he's,
Justin, come back. I got you, bro. We got to, and make sure, he came in, he was trying to be like incognito. He had his hood up.
Makes sense.
He's in his
Sounds like him.
sweats.
yeah.
And yeah,
No mistake in that.
next
mug.
time you come in and we're getting a picture, dude.
Let's do it.
So make
Run
sure
it back. Run it
you're
back.
ready for a picture. And you're going to get a discount.
He might be coming in for meat bucks. Who knows how this voting's about to go? We'll see.
Well, you might not get a discount on the meat bucks, but next time
You
you're
gotta
in there
spend those
shopping.
fair. Nico said, "Give Justin that meat." Phrasing, phrasing, Nico. But it's a good comment nonetheless. My wife commented and said, "Deer meat is highly underrated." Look at that.
It is.
What a country girl.
It is underrated.
Loving that venison.
Very nutritious.
Dude, very, very nutritious. Fight. That's a good move for fighters.
Yeah.
Super lean, protein.
Free. Go out there and shoot one, man.
Just true.
Well,
Or buy it at strip district.
probably
meats.
more expensive, to be honest. By the time you get
By
all
the
the
time you're
gear,
done,
the
yeah, yeah.
licenses, you do all the stuff you got to do.
The commenters are out here for Justin Patton right now. Caitlin Rapp, Patton for the win. We've got the Patton, the General's Army in here right now. It's awesome. So voting, we've got 1 vote for James Padmore so far via the fan vote. He won the fan vote, so that's 1 for James Padmore. Goat James, that's sick. I am gonna ask Danny Palm to vote now. It's your turn.
All right, my vote goes to Justin Patton.
Dude, love it. You love to see it. The lone pro fight on the card. So obviously that means something, I think, when you're at pro. It gets weighted a little heavier, I think. Anything
Incredible
you do.
performance too.
Do pros get paid differently?
Yeah, absolutely. They get paid to compete. Like they get a purse, yeah. Amateurs, you can't pay a purse. They just make money on their ticket sales and pay-per-view.
Sucks to be an amateur, guys.
Dude, some amateurs, though, make more money than the pros just by selling that much. Like, it's crazy.
These poor fighters don't make any money.
Dude, it's not good. Like, yeah.
Think about the work you got to put in.
You gotta love
What
it.
are they making per hour?
Oh, yeah, dude. If you count training as like
penny?
yeah,
Maybe.
maybe not. Like a lot of them, it's been their whole life, like wrestling.
It'll
or
pay
whatever.
off one day, guys. It'll pay off.
dude. I mean, you gotta love it too. That's the thing. Like if you love fighting, there's got to be nothing like I know
Each of them
yeah.
has to qualify their own payoff. What's
Right.
it worth to them?
Right.
Some want to go to the top. Others, it's just their passion, and
Right.
and they want to get in there and mix it
That's
up.
pay enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Dakota Dollar, Indio Boy, said that Patton fight was fire. Yeah. Nancy Patton said Patton with a heart. I don't know if that's Justin's mom, aunt, grandma. I'm assuming some relation there. What's up, Nancy? Thanks for tuning in. A lot of Patton love. Danny Palm dropping the Patton. Padmore won. Patton won.
Patton, how about his girlfriend? Is that his girlfriend?
Carly
Can
Joe.
I say that?
Yeah, yeah. That's his girlfriend.
Dude, they are bad asses.
You don't want to don't break into that house. And they also have a German Shepherd, I think, too. So it's
They
like,
clearly do nothing but train.
yeah. Oh, dude.
Like they are crisp.
Carly
Both
Joe
of
looks
those
so
girl
good.
fights were great.
Both, yes, 100%. Those were amazing fights. The Faith Nichols fight versus Elena Dutil. I went home and rewatched it, and it was better than I thought it was good live, but it's actually even better than I remembered.
Yeah.
I was like,
Sometimes
"Dang."
like you watch them and you're like, man, they're better than the guys.
Oh, dude.
Like they're so technical.
No doubt. No
So
doubt.
good.
Super technical. The girl Carly Joe fought is amazing
Yeah.
too. Kara Hood, like,
And I
she's
love how
super
they're
talented.
both kind of with that mindset. Like I want to fight like a better opponent.
Yeah.
Like
You got to do it.
yeah.
Like,
if you want to be the
if you
best,
wanna be the best,
you
yeah.
gotta beat the best.
Yep. Patton does it too. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I said they both do it. Like
oh yeah, those two.
like that guy Patton fought.
Oh, he's very good. Very
Olave?
good gym. I feel like there was a flying knee at some point that he.
Both of them
very
had a
nearly-
flying
yeah,
knee. I've
yeah.
watched the fight many times. I wanted to make sure before I voted, But yeah, they both landed a flying knee, I believe.
So that was Patton's mom, and she goes, "He called me grandma." Facepalm. Sorry, Nancy. I didn't mean it. I only assume you taught Justin how to fight, so I'm very sorry. I did not mean it. Carly and Justin are the dream team. Yep, true. Elijah Davis for the meet, says Jimmy Roberts. So that's fun because Elijah, for me, that was the fight of the night. That fight,
Listen,
madness, dude.
that fight
madness.
was awesome.
So good.
He threw his mouthpiece out.
Yeah.
He threw his mouthpiece out. And
pretty
then
gross.
he came around looking for. I was like,
He was
I was
"Wait,
like,
where'd that
wow,
go?"
what a great souvenir! Somebody's mouthpiece.
Did it land
hit
near you?
It hit the dude right next to me, like in the head, and I was like, wow,
A fan or like a commission?
like
guy?
a fan. But it was one of his fans. I
Okay,
think.
good. That's good.
And I was like, ugh. And then he came out looking for it after. He said he got fined for
He
it.
sure did.
Poor kid.
Poor Elijah.
He fought so well, man. He really impressed me. He looked good out there.
Dude,
That was a hell of a fight.
same for him. Like James Stevenson, we were talking earlier. Elijah, I always felt like
That was one of my favorite fights. I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
That was a
that was
banger.
the fight of the night for me, for sure. And then Faith's fight would be the second.
You
place
said his name first, and I forgot his name. Like, there's so many guys,
one.
but
Yeah,
I remember that fight. That was a banger.
yeah, dude, so good.
That
And
was
Elijah,
good.
like his whole thing, for me at least, because he's fought for us a couple times. We've seen him fight in Morgantown. He kind of slows down as the fight goes on. Normally, that's kind of been his thing. Like if he had a little more gas, you would think he'd be a little more dangerous. That fight, he looked super relaxed, and he was the one
Yeah, it
that
was like
came
the
on strong.
opposite.
Yeah,
He got dropped early and
Yep.
then came back and dominated.
Super
just-
relaxed. I'm with you, man. He looked
Huge.
good out there.
that was a huge leap up for him, man. He looked phenomenal. Dakota Dollar in here. That was an expensive mouthpiece. Facts. Facts.
Speaking of Dakota Dollar, man.
Dude, that whole story, that whole situation.
Shit. He
Fun.
won, and then he comes out to our table and he just breaks down
Yeah.
and tells us what happened. I'm like, dude,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what to say to you right now.
It was one of the more incredible things I've witnessed for sure happen for 247. Just that whole situation. I'm not going to rehash it here. I talked about it on the last podcast. If you guys want to watch it, there's a clip on our Instagram as well, or just watch the last podcast. But Dakota Dollar did something really amazing.
Really.
like
How do you
super
keep
amazing.
your head clean and like
I don't know.
clearly you're practicing a lot
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the unconscious took over.
For sure.
I mean, there's no way
That was
his
autopilot.
mind was nowhere near that fight.
He looked phenomenal, too.
He did.
He's listening phenomenal too. Also
Yeah,
watching.
for sure.
Yeah.
He's a really good watcher.
He's a beast.
All right, so we've got Padmore vote, Patton vote. Ryan texted me his vote, and I don't even know how this, like, I don't even know what to do with his vote. He said Pittsburgh power couple, which is Patton and Carly Joe.
Ah,
He's just trying to be out here casting 2 votes.
see. That's
like he
kind
owns
of
the
a,
place.
I don't know,
I don't know if you can do that,
but they are one hell of a power couple.
dude. That's super badass.
Are you
Like,
serious?
yeah.
What if there's like a domestic dispute one day?
Wait till it's
Who's
done.
breaking that
Wait
up?
till it's
Yeah.
done and then
Nope.
go in and clean up.
Nope.
That's all.
He jokes about her whooping him all the time on
Yeah.
the podcast. Pretty good.
But in
me-
the end of the day, they're probably the two most calm people that would never do anything like that. So they're in safe hands.
Yeah.
I'm asking Ryan to pick one,
No.
Justin or
no.
Carly.
Like that could be his vote.
How?
I mean, to be fair,
He's a tiebreaker.
they live together. like if Justin wins, Carly also wins. If Carly wins, Justin also wins. I wouldn't think Justin would buy meat and be like, Carly, you can't have any of this.
So to be fair, if I guess that's fine.
Yeah. All right. So, Jimothy, who's got your vote?
Yeah, so I'm leaning towards Evan, and for this reason, there's another one I want to mention. Tyler Llewellyn came out like a crazy man, unorthodox, and in attack mode, and Evan did not flinch at all.
You're taking the words out of my mouth.
He stayed focused, and it was like he never lost. Like he had a laser
he was like a
sight.
freaking sniper walking in there.
my God,
Perfect.
He never
footwork,
lost focus. Yep.
Perfect, and just hit him right on the chin.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yep.
30 seconds. That he came out flailing around unorthodox, trying. Evan just used his feet, got in there, dead.
Yeah.
Danny Palm, in StreamYard, I preloaded a clip of Derucci, excuse me. He did teach me how to say it properly.
I still call him Derucci.
Yeah, it's tough. Derucci's knockout is on there, like near where the banners are, kind of.
You got some great pictures of that, too.
So good.
Man,
Yeah, Chris Bermudo killed those, dude. He's so good.
so good.
Okay.
Do you see it? There's a button, I think it says show or something.
No question, he didn't hit him in the face. That's got pinpoint accuracy. Yeah, he's taught to hit in the sternum.
Nice.
Which is actually a good way to get the fight started.
Take it off. the
Yeah,
shoulder.
I'm surprised that punch is allowed. I don't know if you are allowed a direct hard punch. I think it's like center.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Dude, that's insane.
You got to be so accurate to control that.
In martial arts, that's like a spot
death
to hit.
Yeah.
Right?
The
They taught me
death
that in the Three
touch of
Ninjas.
death. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe I'm
knows?
wrong on that.
Yeah, I
I
have no
thought that
idea.
was a thing.
That would be wild.
But that's not my official vote.
Yeah, how do you like ref that? Oh, dude, you hit him.
It
in the
hit him
sternum.
in the. Yeah.
You hit him
I don't
right. Hit him in the no spot.
James Stevenson in this thing said the new cage was awesome, and thanks for the shout out. Yeah, nice, dude. That's awesome. So your vote is Derucci.
It's not my official vote. No.
All right, stew on that for a little bit.
Yeah.
Stew on that for a little
It's
bit.
so hard to vote.
It really is, especially this card. Like, well, I'm not just saying that because, like, obviously,
Like
we
Carly
want-
Joe.
Yeah,
That girl was like what, 8-1, 6-1. What was she?
the girl she fought was 5-0 in MMA, but
5-0.
also she had some kickboxing.
And
Yeah.
she
As
was
well.
no joke. And Carly
so
Joe freaking.
Kara was very good. Wow, very good. If you watch that one back, for sure, like Carly won the first round, I would say, but the next two rounds were like
Yeah.
flip a coin. I don't even know, like super close. There were so many fights like that.
And even in that first round for Carly, she was in the very beginning. It looked like it looked pretty bleak. Like she was gonna have to tap out.
Dude, she's tough. She's going to be exciting to see in the future. She's not going to stop grinding. I know that.
No way. Yeah, only up for sure for both of them, really. I like Kara Hode is interesting for me in the future because it's like, does she? Because that fight was at 130, right? She weighed, it was a catch weight, but she weighed what? Is she a natural 25er, you think, Kara? Or was that her like cutting more than usual and she's 35?
Yeah, she's 35. Yeah, I don't see her going down to 25. But like maybe that's down the road in her pro career, but like she's on the cusp of it because she was on our radar for a 135 female bout. Yeah, pro.
Such
A
good
little
fight.
birdie told me that Hope Chase might be an option.
Could you imagine?
Listen,
That would be crazy.
I've seen this girl train. She is the scariest person I've ever
dude.
seen.
Danila's
I've
told some
never
stories.
seen her fight.
Dude.
But if you get her on a card, I might be
It's your
the
mission.
happiest man alive.
It's your mission, Jimmy.
You might have to show up February 24th.
She looks like Bruce Lee or somebody out there.
Dude, she's so intense, like insanely intense.
Her sister Bridget
They're
is
the
an
same.
animal.
Yeah.
I would love to see one of those girls on a card. Oh my gosh.
You may
That's
get
April.
your wish. You may get your wish.
Might happen.
Just may. It
Right.
just may. You know how we do things. But yeah, Danilo's told some Chase sister stories. that
They're
I'm
no
just like,
joke.
bro.
I would never step to them.
No.
Never. I mean, they're the nicest girls off the mat.
Yeah. Until.
You get them in that cage, I'm not going anywhere near them.
Yep. You're a smart man. You're a very smart man.
I'm praying right now
Here's how
that you
sick.
get a deal signed for them.
Dude, we are working on it. So hope.
They will blow the roof off the place. I think.
Oh yeah, I totally think so
They're
too.
so skilled. Their family owns like a Tang Sudo
Yeah,
dojo, and
it's just in their blood. It's what they do.
she's the hurricane because she
great
she
name.
is the hurricane.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Dude, she showed up to Sprawl in the Burgh. Well, it was Brawl in the Burgh 19, the grappling portion before the fights. Hope showed up to weigh-ins just in case Maya Yankela or Sasha Reynolds like didn't show up or missed weight or something, so she could fill in.
Wow.
She's like, I really want to compete.
Sasha Reynolds is fun. So
She's-
is Maya and
They're
Kella.
both really
Oh man.
super talented.
Oh.
That was a sick match.
Who won that match?
Maya. Oh, do you mean who really won that match?
Maya.
I mean,
won?
Maya won.
I've never seen Sasha lose. So
I know. Sasha, so this is like,
I guess I missed that bout.
oh,
I
you
like
didn't
watching.
see it?
I
You
didn't.
actually didn't see it?
No,
Oh.
I watch Sprawl usually on your app.
Yeah.
Maho, man, I didn't even give your app a shout out.
Come on, bro.
Believe it or not, your sponsor finally got the app. I used to just click on your Instagram link and
Yeah,
watch the
yeah.
fights and
Yeah.
buy your fights there. And I'm also a subscriber now,
He
so
is.
I am
He is.
full time, get all the fights, and I can go back and watch anything, which is
Anything you
amazing.
want. Anything you want.
Dude, your app is phenomenal.
Isn't it a great app? Thank
Are you serious?
Thank you.
If you don't have the app, you're a fool.
He said it.
You are. It's so easy to use.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can just. I love it. You go through all the podcast. Oh,
Dude,
it's so
everything's
much
there. It's
easier
like
than going
Netflix.
through Instagram.
Totally.
Huh.
Totally. It's beautiful. And available iPhone, iPad, Android,
Did
Apple
you
TV,
set all that
Roku.
up?
I had to. I didn't build the apps, don't get me wrong. But like I provided all the info.
Shout out
for
to
them.
Hunter, man. You're like the unsung hero, man.
Yeah.
You do nice work.
Thanks.
Seriously.
Thank you, man. We all it really is the whole team. I'm not just being modest, but like I say that like
you guys
every
are a
fight
great
night,
team.
dude.
You're
It's
a great team.
we all work together.
but that app
real
is
nicely.
legit.
The app's beautiful.
Very user
Very
friendly.
proud of the app. Yeah.
Oh. I kept hearing you go, oh, get the app, get
And
the
you're
app.
like,
I hate apps, dude. I hate apps. You need an app to shop at Giant Eagle,
I
for Christ's
know,
sake. I
know.
can't stand it. I need an app I need my cell phone for everything, but I love your app.
Thank you. Thank you. That
Huge
is
shout
awesome.
out to your app. If you don't have the app, get the app.
They did a great job with it. They definitely did a great job with it. And yeah, my in-laws actually just watched fights for the first time. BitB19. They ordered it and watched it on their Roku. They loved the app.
Funny.
They loved the fights. I was like, how cool is that?
The third time I tried to watch Justin's fight, like, dude, I don't watch TV.
Yeah.
I just don't have time for it. And I knew I was coming on the podcast. I knew I had to vote. So I'm like, dude, I owe it to these guys to watch.
Do some research.
I was trying to airplay from the app on my TV, but I fell asleep before I could even. So I woke up at 4 a.m. to my TV saying AirPlay and my phone like
that's
sitting on my
hilarious.
stomach.
Dude,
That was the third time though I
Nice.
tried to watch
Okay.
that fight.
2's good. You can get a good feel for it for 2.
Yeah,
But those 71 hours caught up to you there, clearly.
yeah.
That's hilarious. Lindsey Dawn, I hope Carly Joe and Justin Patton. Oh, I hope if Carly Joe and Justin Patton win, they invite me over. That is a strong play there, Lindsey. Just throwing it out there just in case they win. Invite me over for a steak. I like it.
Heck yeah.
Dude, Danilo, speaking of that, sent me a video today. Did he send it to you?
What?
He was doing a skirt steak on a spit.
Man, he told me about it last
Dude.
night.
It looks so.
Danilo's a G on the grill.
Danilo's meat game is strong.
No,
Paused.
no. Like I thought I could grill.
Oh,
Like
and then you
now
found
I'm
out.
grilling like Danilo.
Nice.
Dude, he's so nasty.
You on the charcoal game now?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, no, no,
Oh,
no.
come
But Just like some of the little things he does, the salt he uses, the way he does it, like he knows what he's doing.
Man, he definitely does. That's a fact. That's a big fact. All right, so what are we at? Just 1 Padmore and 2 for Patton. Carly Joe. Ryan's was like a hybrid
vote yet.
Do you have a vote, Brad? Like, do you have your mind made up?
I can wait till the end.
Okay. I'm just trying to
Or
figure out
if you want to tell me next, I can go next.
I mean, I'll go, honestly.
He still has to vote.
I'll just say it that I'm picking DeRusi, and I've thought that from the jump. I've thought about it a lot. I could make a case for Patton easily. I could make a case for Padmore. Could make a case for Elijah Davis. But here's why I'm picking DeRusi. He texted me shortly after that and was like, how many clean novice amateur knockouts have there ever been in 247 history? And I was like, it's a great question. And then I looked into it. Dude, it's very few. Like, that doesn't happen. Like, a clean one-hitter quitter at novice amateur is pretty rare.
Kind of like a ground and pound body shot knockout.
That too. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've been to a lot of fights now.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of it. Unless you're James Padmore, knocking people out pretty clean.
Yeah, and like for DeRusi, even more so, like Tyler Llewellyn, they had no footage on. He had 1 fight, but it wasn't recorded, so there was no footage of this fight.
But it does seem like all the fighters are on the same page where, like, when you're an amateur, just footage don't mean shit.
Because you're going to change so much.
You should be a different fighter.
Yeah.
Even if it's your debut going into the second one.
Look at every fight.
Be a different
look
fighter.
at James Stevenson on his first fight.
Exactly.
You're licking your chops. You're like, give me him, please.
For sure.
Yeah, now watch him now. You want some of that?
You want that?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, the benefit is it'll give you a base. You can see what somebody's best skill is, and they're not going to go backwards from there.
You can at least know, like, is he a southpaw? Like, Evan didn't even know that. So that was just such...
I'm sure he didn't know he was going to come out the way he did.
How could you know that? That was so crazy. The way he came out was so nuts. But I also talked about, and I think I talked about it on like the preview podcast, how Evan was like clearly a super impressive fighter, really good skills, really good ceiling. We all hear about how hard he works at India. So like all the pieces were there. But in his first 2 fights, it felt like he needed to finish the fight. Like, that would have put it over the top if he could have finished either of those first 2 fights. Like, he definitely dominated them both. But when you let guys go to a decision, like they always say, don't leave it in the hands of the judges.
I agree.
Like, you got to, like, ultimately finishing fights is the most impressive thing
and
you
it's
can do.
hard in 3-minute rounds.
Exactly.
Right?
Well, 2-minute rounds.
2-minute
Yeah.
freaking rounds, dude.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, like, for me, if I was making a pros and cons list of like Evan's skills, like something that I would have said he needs to work on is like finishing a fight, like develop those skills. Which obviously every fighter's trying to finish the fight. I understand that. But it was like, okay, like, does he have knockout power? Because that would put him over the top. Well, turns out definitely has knockout power.
He's pretty damn powerful.
Put a stamp on that one.
You know what he told me his strategy was when he fights? He just bites down on his mouthpiece. He bites down and goes as hard as he can for the whole round. You know,
hey, that's
Evan
working
DeRusi
for
in a
him.
nutshell.
It's working for him. So, but I loved it because it wasn't like you mentioned Chris Hustleton, the way he came out like bull rushing. That wasn't Evan. Like, Evans was crisp, clean, calculated, precise.
That's a ballsy strategy in that division. Like, when you're up there with the big dogs, and you're
just
going to go
run
all
into
out,
one.
and then you run out of gas with a James Padmore in the ring with you.
Not ideal.
Dude,
Not
scariest situation of your life.
did not how you want to spend your Saturday evening. So my vote officially is Evan DeRusi. So we've got 1 for Evan, we've got
2 for
Patton, and 1 for Padmore.
Want me to
This
go
is good.
next?
This is working.
I mean, I'll say mine. But if
You're
I
not
say
ready.
what
You're not
mine,
ready.
I'm ready. But if I say what mine's going to be,
You know who I'm
Then-
voting for, right?
I honestly don't like. I'm assuming
so my vote is for Carly.
Carly.
Yeah.
Well, you just made shit real confusing.
did.
So
Just threw Carly into the mix.
Ryan, you got to pick
Well,
one.
I mean, look at how we talked about how the fight started. I mean, it was really close. Maybe she would say different, but I feel like she was seconds from
Finishing.
getting
Yeah.
finished, and then and then at the end of the first round, by that point she had turned it around, and it looked like she was going to get get Kara,
Yeah.
with the finish
Yeah.
there.
I like your
And-
vote.
That's a great.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't knock that pick at all.
I can't
That's
either.
a totally fair,
Not
fine
at
pick,
all.
dude. I totally get it.
Her debut in not her debut, but her debut in the cage for us, her 247 debut. Like she looked good early on against Wendy, and
Yeah.
then lost. So that was a big thing for her to come back and have a strong performance. She had a big crowd, so like there was a lot of pressure there, and I think she
don't
ended
seem
up
like
shining.
the kind of person to feel pressure at all.
No,
She's
she's
zeroed
built,
in, man.
She built for that. Coach Carl, Lindsey Dawn, Coach
Yeah,
Carl.
she shunned the stool. She shunned the water.
That dude,
Uh-huh.
that was badass. When between rounds
I
they
love
offer
it.
water and a stool, she's like, "No, I'm good. I'm
That's
standing."
hard.
I-
Stay
Danny, can you
hard.
pull that up?
Yeah,
Stay
seriously.
hard.
Stay hard.
Who's
Stay
going to
hard,
carry the
friends.
boats, Carly?
That Goggins life.
David Goggins trains with her.
David Goggins wishes he could be her.
So if the voting ended right now, Justin Patton would win with 2. This is the most split our votes have ever been for this, by the way.
I mean, it's hard to pick. Like I said, I watched. Is it my turn?
it is.
I watched Patton's fight a lot, and it was like just an amazing fight. Like amazing fight. Elijah Davis's fight was incredible. Oh
Such a
my
good
gosh! Like these are fights
Such
that
a good
like I
fight.
could watch all day.
And his opponent, so his opponent is he's really a 125er, but Jimmy is going to go a long way in the sport. He's a
Very
top
talented.
talent.
Yeah, I mean that was a banger.
Yeah.
That was a banger.
Elijah just took him to the deep waters, and dude, Jimmy was so gassed at the I don't know if you guys, well, you didn't, but did you see Jimmy backstage afterwards?
Yeah.
Like, dude,
That dude.
he laid it all out.
Wait, time out. He pulled out of like. We need to talk about
The
Jimmy.
Kimura escapes.
How did you get out of those?
I don't know,
Uh-huh.
dude. I don't know. I was
Yeah.
thinking the same thing. I was just waiting for it to snap.
That was one of
honestly.
the toughest dudes I've ever
Yeah.
seen
Mm-hmm.
walk the earth.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was dead to rights multiple times, and he never was. He came back. That fight might be fight of the year.
He also rocked Elijah like bad in round 1. Like that
Yeah.
knockdown, for a second, like rewatch, I'm like, Elijah's just out.
What's his name? Jimmy
Fat Palm.
Jamie Fab, dude.
He's a beast.
That was a heck of a matchup.
It really was.
That
Those two back to back, like Elijah's fight and Faith's fight back to back. That's maybe like the strongest 6 consecutive rounds in
We were
247
all
history.
so blown away at those Kimura escapes.
That was crazy.
How?
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't
Elijah
know.
Davis's technical skill was beautiful.
It was. He's an animal, dude.
Animal.
Super talented. Super athletic. Is that your pick?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
All right.
no. Great fights.
Just making sure. Just making sure.
My pick, I'm biased, but I'm not. I try not to be. But like when we talked about meat bucks and all that, it's always like, man, knockout of the night, boom, best shot. How can you argue with their? I mean, I get it. Like there was some great, but Carly Joe, Justin Patton, all of them,
Yeah.
amazing. Cowboy Eddie,
Yeah. How have we not mentioned
Dominated.
Cowboy Eddie? Crazy.
like he does every fight,
That's what he does.
does what he wants to do.
Yep. Yep.
Okay,
Freak athlete.
love Cowboy Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think he's been punched yet. That's how freaking good he is.
Let's run the foot. We need to look into that. You might be right.
He's like
You
he
might
doesn't
be
even
right.
he goes partying after
Timbo
the
hit
fights
him? I
like
don't
he's
know.
fine. I mean,
I think
probably,
Timbo hit him a few times.
but he
yeah.
didn't give Timbo much of a chance to hit him. Like Timbo was frustrated
Part of the
as
game.
hell.
Part of the game.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
Kudos to Cowboy Eddie. Great win on that one. But yeah, like you were saying about the Rusi, what more could you want? I mean, he did everything perfectly. The guy came out crazily. Evan knew what he wanted, walked it in there. Perfect form, everything. Sniper shots, knocked him right out. 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Amateur.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I train with Evan,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that's kind of biased, but like 30-second knockout, that's that's hard.
I mean, if it makes you feel like less
Like,
biased, I
Anybody
picked
that
him
comes
too.
out and knocks somebody out in 30 seconds is
Yeah.
probably going to get my vote. Just
Yeah.
so you don't have to go to Indio Dojo.
Right, right.
Knock somebody out. Don't leave it up to the judges.
So I was trying to see.
My vote's for Evan DeRusi, the Beast.
Nice. The other clean novice Amy knockouts.
Siebert.
Siebert's was pretty clean.
Siebert had a
Sudo.
knockout.
Yeah, Andy
Yeah.
Sudo in his debut. That one was clean.
In his debut.
Yeah.
The
Joe.
Lucas the sniper
Sniped him.
Siebert. Did
Sniped
I
him.
just say Evan was a sniper?
Yeah, probably.
Interesting.
That's okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
They both have nice
Nicknames.
aim.
Precision.
I just made that up, but
I like it.
Dude, Evan's precise.
Very. Bazooka Joe LaRocca over Jacob Loeffert.
Joe the Rock.
That was a clean.
Where's
clean
my
knock
man
down.
Jake Zach? Get his butt back on the card, man. He needs some meat bucks.
You coming in February,
said
Brian?
Yes. He's a hoot, man. I love that kid.
He is a hoot.
Do you come on February 4th, 24th?
24th.
Yeah.
You best believe it. I think my dad might even fly up from Florida for that one.
It's going to be like,
That's
what a
how
way to
big
start
these
off
fights
the
are.
year.
This is a card worth flying in for.
It is.
Man. Like,
I told him that immediately.
dude, objectively, guys, this is it. It's
How
the
you running this
strongest
one?
top to bottom.
You
I
gonna
think.
do some sprawl in there too?
I don't
or
know. We haven't fully decided
Should
this
we
yet.
talk about that?
We should.
How'd you feel about it?
I personally liked it.
How the viewers feel about it?
Yeah, I don't think
Comment, guys.
Yeah. Comment about the grappling
This is
before
like,
the fight.
I mean, you were trying some stuff out, right?
yeah,
Like if you don't get
we're always
feedback
tinkering. We're
from the
always tinkering.
customers,
Yeah,
how do you know?
exactly.
Chime in.
I
Like
heard
I'm a jujitsu freak. I love it, but I don't know. I don't know.
not the
I don't know if
most
I was.
exciting.
I don't know if I was a huge fan of the layout of the last fights, but I'm cool with it. I love what you guys are doing. I
Yeah.
love that you're trying stuff.
Oh, we're tinkering. We're
I love
always
it.
tinkering.
You guys are doing great.
We're going to crack the code here one of these times. We're going to hit it perfectly, and it's going to be beautiful. Hustleton in the comments now wants to attack us.
Oh boy.
Bull rush us. He said, just saying the co-main event
Well-
had a lot of hype. When's the last time you had Pittsburgh versus Pittsburgh since Dom versus Cody? It happens infrequently. It does
Yeah.
happen, but Dom versus Cody is a bar that, you know, that's going to be hard to ever top that hype. Dude, Hustleton versus Padmore was sick though. I'm just saying. It was.
It was.
Yeah,
sick.
Chris came in. He didn't leave anything to chance. He left it all on the line, and that's what I
Yeah.
said before. If that is in the smaller cage,
Probably.
It's-
Yeah. It's a
Who
different
knows?
different
Yeah.
fight.
That's just a rough strategy against James Padmore.
Also, though, respect, because that kind of aggression against James.
I think
like,
that works
dude,
against pretty much everybody else.
yeah,
James
that
is
was
a
just
solid
good.
fighter.
That was
man.
just good all the way around. The more I think about it,
No
think back to
disrespect to Chris Hustleton, please. I know he's watching and listening.
it. He did say Justin and Carly Joe deserve the meat bucks, so that's his vote. Nico likes the grappling matches. He wants us to keep the grappling matches.
Justin and
fair.
Carly Joe are amazing.
Yeah,
They
They roll.
grind, no doubt.
they roll.
They put on a show.
So here's a.
Justin shops at the store. He's a loyal customer of mine.
That's awesome.
I love that
Does
kid.
he come in on Saturdays? Have
I-
you noticed?
I don't really know what day it is.
Ever?
'cause- Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Right
work
now.
pretty much all the
Fair.
time. So he came in, it wasn't too busy. He got what he needed to get.
Got out. What'd he get?
He's my guy.
Do you remember
I
what he got?
text you what he got.
Yeah, but
you
now
don't
I
remember
forget.
what I
No.
text you? He got like some bison. He got some
That's
good
awesome.
stuff, man.
Nice.
Like the guy knows what he's doing. Look at his
He's a
body.
pro. He's
He's a pro.
Yeah.
He knows what to eat. He knows
Not
how to
wrong.
train.
Yeah.
Follow Justin Patton, guys.
You should follow
You should
Justin Patton.
take some
So,
advice.
we-
Clearly, the guy's working hard and eating
No
right and doing everything right.
No doubt.
Beast.
This is a Meat Bucks first. That we have a tie.
And Ryan needs to get back on the thing and choose somebody, I
Telling you.
guess.
Well, I'm
Well-
counting his as Justin.
Are
Whether-
you?
You could go either way with that.
Yeah,
one.
whether whoever we
I
count it
thought there
for, it's
was-
still going to be a tie.
Wasn't there 2 straight Justin?
Danny Palm was Justin and Ryan was Justin. That was it.
He was Carly
He
Joe.
was Carly.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
which one is he? Then we'll have a 2-2-2.
Well, if he takes Carly instead of Justin, then Justin will just have one, and Carly will have 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so either way.
Either
they have-
way,
one of them has 2.
Carly Joe said Justin can cook too. Dang. Okay.
Dang.
She said the bison was fire. Nice.
I'm not
Nice.
surprised.
Does it all. What a guy.
You like food is one of the essential things to living.
I mean, if you,
know,
want to be, yeah,
and if you want to live the best life,
yeah,
what do you got to do, man? Eat the best
eat
food.
the best stuff.
Justin knows what's up.
Facts. So,
Tyler has a point.
what do you say, Jim?
Speaking of which, Tyler, January 2nd, for me, anyways, the Fat Factory Challenge is starting up again. So I might be
We going back with that?
getting in touch
Oh,
with you.
Ryan's calling. Hang on. This is probably intentional to break the tie. Let's see. Go ahead.
Hey guys, are you guys still figuring out how to break the tie?
Yeah.
We are.
Am I on speaker?
I think they can hear
You're
you.
on the podcast.
I'm like holding speakerphone up to my microphone, so I think they can hear you.
Okay, well, I just captured the last like minute and heard you guys. So wait, how's it tied? What's the tie?
Justin and DeRusi both have 2 votes.
And my vote was what?
I counted it as Justin, but if I count it as Carly, then Carly
Justin.
and DeRusi will have
Oh.
2 votes. It's tied either way.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
Jim voted for Carly and Danny voted for Justin. So whether you go Justin or Carly, they're going to have 2.
And Padmore
Yeah.
was the fan vote.
See,
Pat-
that's the bad thing. That's like the old like if two presidential nominations are in the same party,
Yeah.
then they split the votes. Like that's the power couple.
So now the owner of the whole fighting championship has to make the call. No pressure.
I mean, it could be
Wow.
him or the owner of the store graciously donating its meat bucks.
All right.
Should
my,
we split it?
I am in favor of matching the meat bucks.
Ooh.
247 or the 247 Combat Sports Podcast can match so that we split the win. Like,
Wow.
we'll take the other side of that.
I
You
love
heard-
that call, dude.
Look at this.
Let's get these fighters some more meat.
That's a Christmas miracle from Ryan Middleton.
Wow.
Moving forward, I think we have to have a person that is designated the tiebreaker.
You.
Yeah.
Not me.
And I can't have a vote.
Danny
Right.
Palm. You're the no.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean, that's what we do with the
awards.
awards is I don't have a vote. I only vote in case of a tiebreaker.
So
Right.
on the show, Who Wants to Be 100 Air, that would be Phone a Friend,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Lifeline,
For us, it's who wants to be a 10 air.
10
A
Air.
10 air. Yeah. Regional MMA, you know. All right, dude.
All right.
That's pretty gracious.
So is he
They're gonna be
saying that
stoked.
there's 2 guys getting $200 to strip district meets?
That's how I interpreted it.
Is that the official?
That's correct.
Wow.
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 Wow. Wow. All right, Ryan.
And Hunter, you can give him that tonight so he can get the meat bucks to them.
Sick. All right, dude. Sounds good.
February 24th just got that much better.
So sweet. So sweet. All right, dude. Enjoy your night. Peace.
That's the coolest thing I ever heard.
So I swear that was totally unplanned, ladies and gentlemen. Like we had no idea that was going to happen. We obviously didn't know it was going to be tied. Pretty cool.
I thought for sure he was going to just vote for Justin there. That was badass by him.
Justin Patton, 200 smackaronis. Evan DeRusi, 200 smackaronis at
Bang.
Strip District meets. A first time ever. Actually, we did the very first time. I think we handed out 2 as well, just because we couldn't decide.
But they weren't 200.
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
100
We split
each.
them.
Yeah.
But this one's actually
Wait, tonight was 200?
2
I didn't
grand
know
prizes.
that.
Well,
2 grand.
we used to do we used to do 100
That's right. Yeah.
for knockout of the night, and then like 100 for fan vote or something.
Yeah.
And then we were like,
That was too complicated. Yeah.
That's too much. Let's just go $200 to the performance of the night, and Brian just made it $400, baby. How about
Dude.
that?
Nice.
How about it?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
That is a Merry Christmas for them, man. Get that meat going, boy. Dude, I'm jealous right now.
I'm jealous
Dude,
right now. I'm not even gonna lie.
I want to know how they spent. I mean, we're
I'm not
obviously.
too jealous. These guys deserve
They
everything
1,000,000%
get, man.
So that's
Jeez.
Derucci in
Derucci.
the PA.
Derucci.
In the PA power couple.
Yeah.
Good for
Carly
them.
Joe, let us know. Let us know what you guys
Justin,
do.
make
with it.
sure you're not wearing a hoodie and sweatpants covered in paint because you're getting your picture taken this time, buddy.
we video the
We're doing a
shopping. I
video.
like that.
Bring Carly with you. Let her pick all
Absolutely.
the meat,
Absolutely.
like
Dude, that's
everybody
a big-
else's wife.
Yeah, right. Right. Here's what we're having. Although it does sound like Justin's the cook there, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
You gotta respect the grill game for sure.
My wife lets me pick the protein.
Nice. That's smart.
Believe that?
I believe that.
She grew up in the meat market.
Oh, that's true. It's literally in her blood.
Yeah, she's a hell of a
She
cook,
knows her way
too.
around too. Yeah. What's her like all-time favorite? What's her birthday meal?
So I have to make her. Well, her birthday is on Christmas Day. FYI. Her name is Christy. I call her Christy. So we have prime rib usually for her birthday and prime filet the day before on
Perfect.
Christmas Eve at her mom's
Perfect.
house. And I make her grandma's birthday cake, which is the best cake you've ever eaten. I've never, well, actually, I say that like I've done it before. This was the first year my kids and myself baked a cake on Christmas Eve in all my
Nice.
spare time. And I did a nice job. I'll show you a picture after.
I'm excited.
Maybe I posted it on Instagram. You probably saw it.
I may have.
Yeah.
I may not have realized you made it though.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
This must have been the year for that because I baked an apple pie this
Nice.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Our wives, like friend groups, wives challenged the men to make apple
There's
pies.
nothing like making food.
Dude, it's so
It's
rewarding.
so
It really is.
primal,
It
right?
is.
Like,
I did this,
yeah.
and it was good.
I don't like trusting other people to make my food.
It is weird. I think about that all the time. Like how we just go to restaurants and don't think twice
Yeah.
about it.
I
Like,
almost
dude,
have an eating disorder now at this stage of my life. I'm 41 now, and man, if I don't make it, I really don't want to eat it.
That's not bad.
I didn't eat all day.
You also have the luxury of having like the cleanest meat in the world, the
Right.
best, cleanest meat available to you, which is
That's
awesome.
why I don't mess around.
Yeah. So does everyone in Pittsburgh. You should just go to the strip district. And
They
you
do.
also have
I
that
think they
luxury.
do.
Like literally everyone. Dude, I've been there some Saturdays where it's like you cannot even walk in. Like you got to wait to come
It's
in.
been like
Yeah.
that the entire month of December.
Ugh.
As soon as we open the door, the lobby's completely full. But I'm not complaining. I complained one time to Danilo. I'm like, dude, I worked. So this. He's like, quit crying, dude. Quit crying. You're blessed. And I was like, all right.
You're right.
You're totally right, bro.
100%
I'm gonna
right.
change my mentality and I'm never gonna complain again.
That's
I'm just
awesome.
I'm just blessed.
True. It's true, man. But it's a testament to your workers and what you guys do there and the quality there and everything. You wouldn't have these
My
customers.
workers, I don't even know what to say about them.
They're
like,
beasts.
I feel like I've been short staffed since COVID hit.
Yeah.
And these guys and girls just keep producing
Crushing
for
it.
me. Like, I feel like we play the Super Bowl every day of the week.
It's always game time.
Dude, I don't even know what to say. It's what I asked them to do and what they do. It's beautiful. It really is.
Love it. See, a good team, just like I was saying. You need
There
that.
are,
You need
there's
a good
just
team.
there's just nobody else doing what we do. Like, if you come
Yeah.
in and you ask for some crazy thing, we're gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna miss a sale. We're not gonna make you unhappy. Like, we're gonna do what we gotta do
That's so awesome.
to,
Yeah, dude.
to succeed. Like that. You don't get that at your big box stores, you know.
No.
Like, you go, do you have this? No. Okay.
Okay.
Like,
go
do you
somewhere
have
else.
this? No, we don't, but I'll get it for you. You know, Like, I'll
Yeah.
make it happen. I can create something. Come back in the cutting room. Let me
Yeah,
work
yeah.
with you.
I'll
Like,
show
you're not
you.
getting that other places, man.
Nah, 0% chance. But that's part of the charm. I
It
think
is.
for like as
It's
big-
really
yeah.
hard. Like, it sucks sometimes, but I just love providing that for people.
It's awesome.
Like,
Well, family owned. It's a testament to the
it really
roots.
is. There's not a lot of us left. They're
The
really.
Roos.
I know my man,
DeRoosey.
the guy that won Best Butcher
yeah.
3 years ago, just retired.
Oh,
3 years ago. He
dang,
beat me 3 years ago.
dang.
I don't think he legitimately, but he's a good butcher.
Who was it? Tom Friday.
Yeah. He's a solid dude.
I don't know him at all, but I've been there.
But he retired
solid.
and sold the place to, I don't know who, but there's not many left, man.
No.
Like, you're not going to get that touch. Like, my father-in-law, I can't tell you how many customers like, oh, I've been shopping here for 50 years.
cool
Let
is
me
that,
come
dude?
say hi to Ray and get what I usually get, you know? And
That's so cool.
you're really not getting that anywhere.
No. Yeah, that's fun, man. You guys definitely have something special. Anybody who's been there, you can witness it for yourself. If you haven't been there, it's genuinely not just a plug because you're our sponsor and you're here. Like, I shopped there before I knew who you were. I shopped
appreciate
there,
that, man.
and I will keep shopping there.
We
in the
try
future.
so hard. I mean, I don't even know how to say it. Like, we're trying so hard to make you happy. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel that way when I shop.
Mhm.
That's why I don't shop. I get so frustrated shopping.
Right.
Like, what do you mean you're out? Did you even look in the back, dude? Like, I will scour every inch of my freezer looking for your pigtail, bro. Like,
Nice.
I'm not even playing.
Yeah, we'll find it.
I will go through desperate measures to find you a lamb breast. You know what I mean? At any
So
hour of the
specific.
day.
Yeah.
It's things that people aren't doing. I got you want some lamb testicles? I got you, buddy.
I got you.
Buffalo testicles, you name it.
James Leto bought them all, but they're
Yeah.
back in stock now.
I will find it. Like, I love when people come at me with stuff like that.
That's so fun.
I mean, I'm feeding most of the dogs in Pittsburgh at this time. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. If you're a foodie and you're into food,
You really
and you don't know me, you're crazy.
You really gotta change that. I promise. We're gonna be. You guys will see videos of DeRusi and Patton shopping, so keep an eye on our social media for that. I can't believe that 2 people are going home with $200 a piece
I
for
can't either.
meat bucks. That's
Two of the best people I know.
Christmas miracle right there.
I mean, the only better thing would have been if Elijah Davis got a taste, but I
Maybe.
got a big feeling that kid's coming back.
Dude, he can cook too. Elijah's a good cook, like really good cook. So
He's
yeah.
intriguing.
Yeah, so
So is the Matt Factory to me.
maybe Patton will share something with Elijah. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're not thinking Carly Joe's gonna have it on lockdown. Ryan said, "Find me some cow testicles."
They're hard to come by, man. I don't know where they all go. Rocky Mountain oysters are like, I don't know if China gets them all or what.
Somebody's.
I've heard
Somebody's
that.
got them. Really?
Yeah. They
Crazy.
they get what they get. They own pretty much a lot of the meat.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
They own a lot of America.
I was just gonna say more than just the meat.
Wake up, America.
Wake up, America!
Yep.
You heard him. Or we're gonna end up their next meal. All right, let's end it on that note. $200. Evan DeRusi, Justin Patton, meat bucks again.
Woo!
Let's go.